equals damn if you ask that. Where the cash at?
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, so let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making, in the making, a young tycoon that's sickening, tired forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. That's a drip. See in my wrist. That's a freezer.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First down, Texans.
A give, running right, Achane. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got his man, it's Pierce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Got it. Steal. Check steal. Ultra. Ultra. Hut, hut.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Strike, strike. Check Fury.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Cousins to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. That's complete, right around the 8. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Okay, right.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
10 cycles. Fight, 97. Hey, go furious. Set, cut.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Cut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 60 yards.
Ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Ritter to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Bills. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right back to Achane on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here now, third and a yard. Now Cousins. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins, 37 yards. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jet.
Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bill 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first down, Ritter. Downfield, and he's got 11. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And it's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the Texans' 2-yard line.
Smash. Red, cycle. Yellow.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Pierce. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Check, smash. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dameon Pierce with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, check mega. Set.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run it.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback as he gets dumped.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
So statistically, Both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready?
Ritter from the gun. Throw caught by Raymond. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Cousins. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown, Houston. Zay Flowers, 47 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready, break.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading into the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pierce now up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Ritter now on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Black Ultra.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Strike. Strike. Check Fury. Ready.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Set. Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Mega. Set.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, go Steel. Hey, go Fury. Set.
Ritter completes this quickly, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Edo Blue. Hut.
Ritter looking to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. This is 1st and 10.
Gun. I know, he's easy. Yellow. Can.
Now Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go. Set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Check smash. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Got it.
Third down and 13. Back to throw. Ritter. To the sideline and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Flush to his right. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Cousins to throw. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, check mega. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find Kmet. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a first down.
A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and allow your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Ritter now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime. overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Give to Pierce. Now he's loose again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 47 yards there on the touchdown run. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules will change, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
Now Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. But this is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete to Johnston here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. And they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on... Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, the change in rules.